Hey guys, it's Deborah. I want to talk to you about a dream that my 12-year-old had a couple nights ago that she came and talked to me about. And it kind of relates to this year and the rapture and Feast of Trumpets and all that stuff. So I don't have all the details because she did tell it to me. And every time I get to try to write it down, I just get distracted because there's so much going on in my house. But I'll just tell you the bits that I know. It's very short. And also she didn't want to come on the video and talk, so I'm just gonna say the little bits that she told me. But basically what it was she said she was talking to her dad, my husband, in a house, but it wasn't our house. She said it was all white, and it was just like a huge, I don't know if it's a mansion, but a huge house that was all white. And she said they were talking, and then Jesus came to the house. And he said 81777 is very important. Something like that. And then he said 17 is also important. So if I remember, that's the main gist of it. There's more that happened afterwards, but it seemed to be a different type of dream. So I think that's the thing that I wanted to focus on was she was in this really white house, and it wasn't our house, and that Jesus said 81777 is very important. And he said, and 17 is important too. So first I'll address the 17, and then I'll work my way back to talk about the other number. So I didn't know what she meant by the 17. I prayed about it, and I know there's the whole 717, connection with the Davidic coin, and meaning to, I can't remember what it means to be caught up, or basically it's the same as the harpazo, 717. So there's all that connection. But then I was thinking 17, what is that? I've heard many people talk about 17 relating to God, but I couldn't remember. So it was so weird. I was watching a video that I haven't seen before, and it was somebody I'm not subscribed to. It was more like a tutorial, like it was in a classroom setting, but it was a Christian video. And then he started talking about God's name, and that's when I saw God's name on the screen in Hebrew. So I just saw this today, and Jehovah, is, if you look at it, it looks like a 1-7 and a 1-7, and in the middle it's like a dividing line. Here it almost looks like a cross, but I've seen it other ways before, but I know it's like 1717. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but to me it looks like a 1-7 and a 1-7. So the way that you write Jehovah actually looks like two 17s, and it's almost like it's divided in the middle with a cross. So I don't know. I just thought that was pretty cool. So I'm just showing you the interpretation that I'm getting from her dream, that he's just obviously maybe saying it's from God. It's of the Lord, this dream. And so the other number that she mentioned was 81777. So I'm not like, I don't have that many dreams myself. I do have dreams that I feel are from the Lord. But I'm not known for like interpreting dreams, but I do have high level of discernment. So sometimes that really helps me a lot. And when I hear about her dream, it sounds like she was in heaven, like this completely white house. And I don't know if it matters if she was talking to her father. So I'm not sure if that's something, but basically it felt like almost like maybe he's saying you're going to be in heaven in 8-1, which would be 5781. And then 777 might have been the confirmation. Maybe 17 means you'll be with God. Like she was with her father, with the father, at the father's house. Oh, that's good. I just thought of that. Okay, I literally just thought of that. I just thought of that. So yeah, maybe it means she'll be at the father's house because she was talking to her father in a big white house. She'll be at the father's house in year 8-1, 5781. Yep. Okay, that sounds right. So anyway, pray on that one, but that's just what I'm thinking right now. So now on to something else. And for me, the thing that just came straight to my mind was we're in 5781. That's the year. And I know it didn't say 57, but when I just heard 81, and then I felt the 777 was the confirmation of it, like a perfect number. And that we're in year 5781 for the Jewish year. And it's just like right away that came to my head. And she knows nothing about this. She has no idea about the Jewish year or anything like that. And then I want to remind you guys of this because, is this even happening? If you read this, look where we are. So this is the Kaduri Prophecy. We've talked about this many times. If you don't know what it is, you could just ask me in comments below, but I'm sure you do. Yitzhak Kaduri wrote this. He believed in Yeshua as Messiah before he died, and he wrote this in 1979. Listen to this. So on the eve of the year 5780, that's what we're in now, 5780, the year of corrections, there will not be a government, true, in Israel for extended period, and the various camps will quarrel much without decision on either side, true. And then on Rosh Hashanah itself, that's on September 18th, they will fight in heaven, the holy side against the side of evil, and God and his entourage will decide between them. And this is all I can say. And from here, I swore not to reveal more secrets and hidden things. Guys, is this even happening? Look at what it said. He wrote this in 1979, that on the eve of the year 5780. This is the year we are in. I know you guys know this, but it says on Rosh Hashanah itself, that's this September 18th to the 20th, I think. They will fight in heaven, the holy side against the side of evil, and God and his entourage will decide between them. So the fight in heaven sounds like Michael fighting with the dragon, but we don't know how long that fight takes. So if that fight begins this September, basically, I don't know, a lot of people are looking for the Rosh Hashanah rapture, the Feast of Trumpets rapture. And I thought I had been shown that it was for the second coming and that it would be 3 fulfilled feasts, in a row. No one's 100%. So we're just trying to figure it out. But, it could be, I hope it's this September. But if it's not, this is basically saying it's about to happen because the fight with Michael, Revelation 12 is about to happen. So the fight can go on while then the child gets caught up to heaven. And then he doesn't get cast down until, after, we don't know how it's exactly going to go down. What it's if you read Revelation 12, the child is caught up before he's cast down. So what if the fight takes place, we get caught up, time passes on earth, 1,260 days possibly, and then Satan gets cast down because Michael wins. And then remember, there's a silence in heaven. So he gets cast down. So at that time, then he indwells the man of sin and he's really mad. And then he's really wroth with the woman. So basically, the woman gets caught up and then the fight ends. But here's when the fight begins. He's saying literally this fight is going to begin this September, that Michael and his entourage, he didn't say Michael, sorry. He said God and his entourage, but, that there'll be a fight in heaven and the holy side against the side of evil. So that sounds to me like Revelation 12. So I feel like the Lord's given me complete miraculous understanding of the book of Revelation because I definitely have not understood it in years past. So I almost have an answer for everything. And I don't I hate to use the word I feel like the Lord will give me an answer. So if it's something I don't know, I might have to pray about it for a moment or it will just come to me. And I feel like because we're in the end, he has to pour out his spirit so much, basically all glory to God because I'm just a mouthpiece, right? But at least I'm a faithful, obedient servant best I can be. Not every time and all the time, but I try. And so it feels like in the end, if somebody's asking me something, I just have the answer. I don't have the answer. I'm blessed or given the answer. So I don't know. I don't feel confused about this. I don't feel like it doesn't make sense. The only thing is the interpretation of someone else's kind of prophetic words. There is some confusion there, but when I read the word of God, it doesn't feel confusing at all. So I see it pretty clearly that this Rosh Hashanah, if Kaduri is right, he was right about the government, so he's right. That's when it starts. That's when the fight in heaven starts this September, 18th. So that's insane and crazy. So I guess that's all I could say about that part. I guess overall what I'm saying is this is it, guys. Like 5780 was like the end of it. 5781 is it's over. We're not in the last, end times. We're like in the end minutes, hours. So yeah, basically that's that. I'm not saying a Feast of Trumpets rapture. I'm saying it's beginning. A big part of it could be very well beginning on Feast of Trumpets. It could be the rapture. I hope it is, but like it sounds more like, well, what the Lord had shown me was, and I've said before, the parable of the barren fig tree relates to what we're going through. So 2017 to 2020 would be, I don't know if you know the parable, but it said, that okay, I'm going to like ruin this parable, but basically the guy taking care of the fig tree, which is Israel, has been digging around and trying to, fix up the fig tree for 3 years. And the owner of the vineyard or the place came and said, look, if you give it 1 more year and if it does not bear fruit, then cut it down. So I felt like the Lord showed me 2017 to 2020 was the 3 years, and give it 1 more year would be 2020 to 21. That doesn't even need to be a whole year. Like, I don't even know exactly time-wise what that would mean, but I've been so looking forward to a spring rapture, like because of the harvest season. And remember, guys, remember this. It says 2 will be in the field and 2 will be at the mill when he comes. 2 will be in the bed, 2 will be in the field, and 1 will be taken, 1 will be left. And that's a harvest time. Like they'll be at the mill and in the field. So it's not going to be the winter. I don't see how. So that would still be fine for the fall and also fine for the spring. So, yeah, are we in for a cold, horrible winter, or are we in for, being in the Father's house like my daughter dreamed, in a big white house? Oh, it's so exciting. The Father's house. I can't believe that just came to me as I was talking. But yeah, she was talking to her Father in his house. So it wasn't God. She didn't see God, and that Jesus said those numbers are important. So, and the fact that I just found out that Jehovah, the numbers are 17 and 17, like when it's not really, but like they look like, I think it's the olive and the tav, because he's the beginning and the end or something like that. But yeah, that's pretty amazing. And like I said, this Kaduri Prophecy basically says that the fight in heaven begins on Rosh Hashanah. So I guess I'll leave it at that. I thought that was an encouraging dream. And I do believe we'll be in the Father's house. Probably, in my opinion, we'll be there with like less, like, I don't even want to say less than a year. That sounds so horrible. Like very, very soon. Like before the next summer for sure, at the longest. I hate to even say that to you guys, because I know everybody's looking at Feast of Trumpets, or they're looking at like tomorrow. If anyone is looking at going soon, trust me, it is me. Trust me. But that's not that long. I'm trying to keep busy, and I hope you guys do too, like working for the Lord, because we're, building treasures in heaven and crowns and rewards and all that stuff. And if it's that short of a time and then we're there for eternity, we better just, basically stick it out with his help, that just get through it and do the work until he comes. But I think that was really, really encouraging that my daughter saw that. I think he's basically saying we're going to be at the Father's house in year 81. So 81777. That's what he said. I think that's what he was saying. And I pray to the Lord. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. I will be accountable for what I'm saying. It's just how I feel like I'm interpreting it. And again, it fits with the Kaduri Prophecy and many millions of other things that are being said right now. So I guess that's that. I hope it blessed you guys, and I have plenty more to talk to you about very soon. Like I'm coming off and making another video. So yeah, that's how things are coming at me that fast right now. So yeah, until next time, guys, I will talk to you again soon. God bless and shalom.